Well, in this time, let's see another use cases, an alternative way to use interfaces in Typescript, since now we can know the basis of declaring and implementing an interface. The first one is create an indexable type. We can use interface to describe array types in order to get the data index. These types have an index key, which allows to describe an object along with the corresponding return type when indexing. For instance, we have an ice cream array interface that declares a key as a number and returns a string type. So like this, we can have a state of ice cream index with a number just like it was a common array. As I said before, we will say that these one are like a built-in array type, or even we can create a type alias for a custom one, but by using an interface and applying our own array types. So anyone who wants to work with that interface can apply that custom consistently. So the second alternative is describe a response API using interface. The basic and common task that every JavaScript and TypeScript developer need to face is working with an external library, or even when we need to know what's the type of data that an API will return to our app. Well, we can use an interface to describe this one and clarify functions, parameters, and return types. The interface provides you with a clear understanding of what an API is expecting and what it will return. So, as I said before, we're gonna be looking at this example about to fetch a response from an API server here. This server returns a response that is gonna be typed using this interface um, with the following properties here. The first one is the user ID as a number, the ID as a number, the title as a string, and the body as a string. So we're gonna be looking at these two functions here that it actually is defined as a single await functions. So the first one is fetch post, that is receive a URL in which this URL is handled by this fetch function. This fetch function returns a response that is saved into this variable here. Well, from this response, we need to get the data that we need to type with the interface here. So we need to do that with this JSON method to the response. So this method returns the data and we save into the body and just return the body as a array of post here defined with this interface here. So this body will be an array. So when I need to call this show post here, this show post called the fetch post before defined before, uh, and this fetch post receive of course the fetch URL we have here, uh, and the data that we got here in this function we save into the post variable. We need to just get the first item or first index, first item as you wish. So we need to do that um, and save into the post variable and save into the post variable here. And with the Nets console log here, just print the single post that this post has. So the first console log is the ID. The second console log is the author. With that special case here is if the user ID is equal to 1, just print the author is an admin. Otherwise, well, just print the user ID that comes from the server. The next one is the title, post that title, and the last one is the body. So, and last but not least, it's important to call the show post here in order to get the example word. So that's it. That's the way that I called an HTTP request and type the response that the remote server returns to our sample by using an interface defined before here. And that's it. Hope you enjoy it and hope you understand as well.